A daytime Destiny stream draws near. That seems like it's maybe a little bit loud. New microphone, so still adjusting the levels and getting settings correct. See if that's any better. See if that's any better. Okay, that looks like, based on the levels, it might be a little bit more appropriate. Let me know if it's awful one way or the other. Morning neighbor, morning dweem. Yeah, I actually get a chance for a little bit of practice. Probably just doing one seed. Race is tomorrow. Flags are above me. It is vanilla week. Definitely clearer. Okay, cool. I've done commentary and, yeah, I've done commentary and interviews with the new microphone, but not a full actual stream here, so first chance to get that going. Mucinex works wonders. Here's some congestion. I'll also check the VOD back, and that'll give me a feel also of the balance. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Where will our starting location be in this practice seed? May the light shine upon thee. Got our golden torch, vanilla, search spots and chests are on. Weimer's hoping for Cantlin. I bet neighbor would love to see a Swamp North start. It's Garenham. That's one of the better starting locations. Kind of in the middle of everything. Normal Syndrome in the house. Good morning. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the good luck. Thanks for the lurk. Hope you have a good day, JC. I didn't even check my stats. Oh, okay. Fire breath. Fire breath. You know, it's probably a good idea to see if we can get to a town. Like in Tablet Cave location. And X money. And there is a town there. Okay. I'm gonna run, drop my experience. I don't think I can run from this guy. Yep, okay. Complicated run algorithm in this flag set. The running costs XP. So because we don't have enough XP to lose 1/8 worth of XP of the enemy's XP drop, cannot run. I also have an increased crit rate. If I can farm a crit on this Magidrake, I'll throw the torch. And at least get to level 2. That was not a crit. No, 2 damage so far. 3, I think it's worth throwing a torch. Can always reset and get the gold back. If we want to get our gold to whatever town that might be. Yeah, mineral on that torch. That's a bummer. What is it? Oh, 4 strength. Gross. There are slimes here, worth 2. See what red slimes are worth. Normalized XP and gold this week. Ooh, 4. Okie doke. Level 2. Slimes rolled up, red slimes rolled up. 2, 1, 3, 6. I think we're gonna hang out here and take out slimes for at least another level. I also need to draw my vanilla map outline. We know where there is locations, we just don't know what is there. We also don't know which enemies will have fire breath, like that magician. So Tantagel is in Garenham, have Mountain Cave location of Hawksness, Cantlin. I'll draw second continent when I'm in the next fight. So with the vanilla, it's not gonna go well. Don't want to run and lose the experience. I would much rather take a death. Deaths are not bad, necessarily, in this seed. Doesn't cost experience. 2 red slimes will be level 3. Or 4 blue slimes. I don't want to lose my XP. Again, rather take the death. 27 gold means nothing at this point. I've already lost all the meaningful gold that we got in the opening chest. You gotta wonder competitively in a race if someone would have made it to that town in tablet location with the starting gold. Get a magician right away. Not good. Probably another death here. Early enemies with nasty abilities are a problem with this flag set. So my race is tomorrow, 9 PM Eastern, which Nightbot reminded us of earlier. Could be streamed on the DW Randomizer channel. There's also 2 races tonight that are going to be restreamed on the DW Randomizer channel, one of which is at 6 PM Eastern and the other one at 9 PM Eastern. The 6 PM Eastern race is Group 10 with Oog, O Vampire Lady, and Cyberdark. And I forget what the 9 PM race is. I think it might be something like the Group 5 or Group 6, one of the middle group. I am in Group 2. Fortunate to come out of week 1 with 5 points and week 2 with 3 points, so I have a total of 8. We could avoid these magicians. You know what? Actually, I think we might have a free run from the magicians if they rolled 8 or under on the experience. Maybe I try to run for the next magician and see what happens. Or we get the red slime that we've been waiting for and we get level 3. That works too. Burly, burly, burr. Only 1 more power. 7 agility will help with the crit rate, but the big thing is heal. It's vanilla spell learning this week. So heal at 3, hurt at 4, sleep at 7, stop spell at 8 or 9, outside at 12, return at 13, repel at 15, heal more at 17, and hurt more at 19. Okay, so we are losing 1 experience. I think we can handle that. It'll save us time from taking all these deaths. Yep, as long as we still get a good amount of slimes and red slime. And with vanilla searches and chests, that means Erdrick's sword is going to be at Judge's Table vanilla location down in Charlock. Erdrick's armor is guarded underneath Hawksness. Stones of Sunlight is in the Stones Cave. The Silver Harp is in the very bottom of Grave 5 chest. And Token is on the coordinate search spot, which is randomized. 3, 4, 0, 10, and there's the hurt spell. So now we can fight these Zone 2 enemies that we saw near that town, and potentially make it to that town. If it's cold, we can pick up the Fairy's Flute, which is used as a warp whistle in this flag set. Magidrakes are a perfect hurt target. We made it. Town. Okay, press our luck and try to get to the vanilla vanilla Tantagel and Brecconary locations. Nice hurt on the metal scorpions. We're gonna use our last hurt. Just get the experience. Ooh, almost level 5. Almost level 5. Cave and another town. This is a healing town. Town of Coal, baby! So let's pick up our fairy's flute. I will stay at the inn and establish this as a return point. And I don't remember if there's anything good here for defense that we can afford. There is a small shield, which is a little bit out of our price range at the moment. I could use herbs, I could do a dragon scale. Let's scale it up. Don't have keys. Random town entrances is on, that's why we walked in the back way of Hole. What am I thinking? I had enough gold. I was looking at my XP. Well, let's see if we can fight something and get small shield. We can't find him. Okay, so Hawksmith, coal, and then there's a cave, which I'm not interested in at the moment. I think grinding the Zone 2 stuff is the way to go here. After we take a senseless death to the magician, I should have just cast Hurt and gotten the level. That was silly. I was trying to preserve MP, but I didn't need to. Just got the level. Our strength is still really low. We're only hitting 2 on the red slimes. Level 5. 4252. I haven't seen any crits yet. Ooh, Erdrick rolled a bit down. Okay, he's interesting. Now, can we... He rolled 3. It won't run, but I don't know if we'll survive. Come on, crit. We don't even land 1 shot. We don't even land 1 shot. But we know there's metal slimes. Okay, so there's goldmen and metal slimes, which are 2 of the coolest enemies in this flag set. I mean, goldmen are always good, especially before you get keys and have access to all the gold chests. You have a decent weapon town nearby, like coal. I believe coal has half plate. Need 165 experience for the next level. Let's just get it. Right on the button. 6649. Sleep comes at level 7. Which is 337 experience. Oh, we just hit 20 strength. That's unfortunate. So again, thinking about this from a competitive standpoint, in a race, gotta think that one of the opponents would have taken a metal slime or hitting 20 strength, and I would be behind on experience. Once we get level 7, we can see if there is a green dragon. Oops. Armor Knights are in this zone. So if Armor Knights are commingled with Goldmen and Metal Slimes, it's not as ideal. I don't think we... Oops. Oh. Big question is going to be, when do we get keys? Can only be found in Rimalder. There's a loose key down in Charlock, but you need a key to get the key. You have the flute. I don't know that tune. But when we run from a sleeping enemy with the run cost XP flag, we don't lose that experience. Okay, so there's a cave down there. Ooh, Wraith is a good enemy. Oh, yeah! Okay, I hear it now. Jurassic Park. Yeah. Like the majestic, wonderful, overworld music, if we're gonna compare it to a game. When it's a happy place before the dinosaurs get angry and break out. And the race rolled up to 49, that's not bad. Ow. Ooh, this is gonna be a great zone with sleep. Yeah, these wyverns. Oh yeah. A little bit less great with fire breath. But that's still gonna be good. We're like 30 experience away from learning sleep. So Tantagel locate. Why did I do that? Just hurt the magicians or run from them. Swing. Take the zone 2 enemies for level 7. That's how we handle the magicians. Still survived the one hurt. He didn't fire blast me. Safe. Just want level 7. There it is. 6, 7, 4, 16 in sleep. That's a lot of hurts and sleeps. Deny. Okay. Got lucky there. Got lucky there. I did not want to lose the XP. I am very opposed to running to lose XP if we can possibly avoid it. Try to take down this Drill Magi. First turn, wake up. There's an excellent move. I'm waiting for the first excellent move of the seed. And they rolled up to 71, wow. We made it back to Cole. Could have warp whistled, but I'd rather fight stuff and learn more about the zones. Alright. Got a small shield, which I think is a fair investment right now. Copper Sword doesn't really do much good. We have Hurt. I'm gonna save the money and not spend it. I'm gonna take a look at this cave just to see what it is. It is the Staff of Rain Harp Trade-In. That for a while. So now that we have sleep, let's check out this zone. There are two zones here. There's a north and a south zone. Like race, or at least in the 4-1? Two more races and we'll be at level 8? What comes after 7? Okay, we need to sleep these puppies because they deal their fire breath. Perfect fight. Perfect fight. 75, they rolled up as well. This is a dandy zone. Copper Sword would let me swing on the magicians instead of hurting them, but I'd rather them. Okay, these guys less fun. We'll take the death here. Stop spell. You know what I could do is try to land a sleep. That's something to consider. Trying to throw sleep on these enemies that we normally don't sleep because they have like 15 out of 16 resistance. Land that 1 out of 16 and run. It's better than just swinging and landing a crit if you can't defeat it on a crit. Which is quite the case there with the Demon Knights. Even if we landed an excellent move, it would not defeat it. And there's a 7 out of 16 chance that it would dodge the crit anyways. This Magidrake will be level 8. And as we hit level 8, we get a raid from Aaron to you too. Thank you for the raid, Aaron. 3943. What's up, Miplet? Hope you had a good morning, Aaron. Were you practicing week 3 or putzing with something else? Thanks for the good luck, Gabriel. Practicing week 3 over here. Week 4. I have week 3 on my mind because I've said it 100 times this stream. Yeah, because you already played your week 3 last night. That's the way to do it. Once you get your race out of the way for the current week, just start focusing on the next one. This seed had a start in the vanilla Garenham location. which isn't the best starting location, but it's certainly not the worst. Hawksness was in the Tablet Cave location. Coal and the Harp Trading Cave are in Vanilla Tantagel and Brecconary. I thought I had a good zone down here with Wraiths and Wyverns that rolled up. I'll give it a shot. Give this werewolf a shot. So a bit of slow progress so far, which tends to be how these seeds go. I'm gonna try more hurts. 15 landed. Awesome. Fun. Werewolves roll down. There's the rate. If I get hand axe money, I will flute back to Hole. Uh-oh. Pick up hand axe. We did start with hand axe money, of course, to start the seed, but there's no way of making it to Cole. There's Armor Knights in the way. Droll Magi, werewolves. I'm gonna stay at the inn. Or talk in Tantagel to the healing guy, and then flute back to Cole out here. I think that's maybe a little bit more efficient. Hey Andre, what does Jurassic Park play there? So with the Winter League flags, yes, it's not always on that way. With the Winter League flags, we have random flute music turned on, where there's a variety of tunes like that, of different lengths, I think ranging between about 2 seconds and 8 seconds. So some seeds you get a really quick flute song, other times it's a long flute song and you're just like, ugh. Every time you have to toot the flute, whether you're fighting golems or using it as a warp whistle like they're with this flag set. The full flag set is above me for this particular week of Winter League. I am practicing Winter League Week 3. My race with this flag set is tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. A lot of interesting flags available with the fork that we're using for Winter League. This is the first week, week 3, where the flags start to get really unique. The running costs XP. Okay, level 8 gets 3, 2, 9, 8, and Radiant are level 9. I don't know what week we're playing, I don't know what level I'm at. This is what you get with daytime Destiny streams. We had hand axe money, yeah, we're totally at hand axe money. Get hand axe money. Consider a push over to the east by Swamp North, Coal, and Harp Trading Cave. I might want to build up additional experience so that I have a cushion to run and not de-level. With the run costs XP flag. And X, thank you very much. That is true. We do have sleep. 62 HP. I checked my agility out of instinct. How are we swinging now? Well, we're swinging excellent move. I guess that is the check for agility is our crit rate. 49 over 256. Rogue Scorpions. Rogue Scorpions with hurt. And sleep. Okay, that's probably enough cushion to start walking. Do I take the north route or the south route? I think I'm gonna take the north route because I do know that there are armored knights in the forest zone right above the mountains there. Check out Swamp North location first. Ugh, wizard. We're gonna run. We made it this far, we need to see what's here. Another cave. I can flute the golem and see if we land some crits. That seems like old move cotton though at this point. Yeah, because my normal swings are only doing 5. Let's get out of there. So I'm just gonna skip the cave for now. What I'd really like to see is Rimuldar and get some keys. Ugh. All of the caves. All of the caves over here. I've seen 4 of the 6 caves. That means we've seen all of the caves, right? No, there's 8 caves total in the game. Yeah, I need like 5 crits to kill it. Yeah, and then you have the heal if he wakes up and swings on you. Yeah, we've got the 2 underneath, and then I've seen 4 caves on the overworld. I haven't looked inside of most of them yet. Kill more, boo. We'll swing and sleep and try to take him down. No effect. No effect. Alright, so there's a town to the north. Actually, we've seen 5 caves because the mountain cave location has a cave as well. 1, 2. No, that's 4. I already counted it. I'm telling you, daytime Destiny math is just awful. How early is too early for buffalo sauce? Is that a time zone question? So, I'm thinking, you know what, we didn't check the Hawksness spike. We need to see if it's a green dragon, we've got a shot of taking it down. Werewolf just took us down. Burgers with buffalo sauce. Go for it, go for it. You know, sometimes I'm hungry for a lunch type of meal at 10 in the morning. Other times I'm hungry for a breakfast meal at 1 in the afternoon. Listen to your body, listen to your taste buds. Let's take a peek. We're pretty much out of gold. We also don't know what kind of zone is in here. Okay. Red Dragon! We won't be dealing with that anytime soon. Ugh. There's my notes. Red Dragon and Hawksness. Okay, there we put him to sleep. Still very weak. I think 2 more hurts will defeat him most likely, unless they're all low rolls. 11 and 14 was not enough. Here's the mid-game sticking point of this flag set. It's like, we've got sleep, we've got hurt, we can kill those types of enemies. We're kind of compelled to push, but at the same time, are we? Even if I buy keys, what is that going to accomplish? I'll be able to get gold, which I suppose could get us like half plate at coal, but we haven't seen Cantlin yet. Cantlin's gonna be a walk away no matter which location it ends up being, and it might even be on second continent. These wolves are too volatile. I'm gonna be the player in this flag set that walks around without any gold because I refuse to run from almost anything and take the loss of experience. Ambushed by the werewolf. Fight the better stuff. I can actually get back to the better stuff. Werewolves are a pain. "36 minutes in. Don't feel like I've accomplished much, but that, again, that's kind of how this flag set goes. Still only dealing 10 to Scorpion. Not strong. Gotta use that hurt spell. There we go. We get keys, we could set up a preemptive gold grind. It probably swung instead of hurting there, but didn't want to take a risk, take a silly death. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient with the grind once we get sleep and hurt. Really not much else to accomplish in the seed. I keep telling myself this. 9 on the hurt. Okay, Wolf is a good enemy. We're gonna be pretty close to level 10 after this. Okay. Four, 4, 10, 18 stop spell. That's a lot more HP. Let's just flute back to Cole, stay at the inn. Or flute back to Tantagel. Loop back to Tantagel. Talk to the fellow who refills the magic in here. And then we could flute back to Brecconary. There we go. It's actually Cole, but in my head it's the Brecconary location. We're not going to be taking out the Red Dragon anytime soon. Probably worthwhile at some point to go back east and see what the two caves are and see what the town is. The town's Remulder, we get keys. I'd also like to survive long enough and get half plate if I can. Now we're seeing the crits build up. That 3 in a row? Fabulous. Crit rate is agility over 256. Our agility is, I think, around 50. I would definitely feel behind in a race. I don't feel like I've played this great. Just gotta remember, grind, use hurt and sleep. Usually not much reason to push. Checking Hawksness was a good move. Okay, so it was a green dragon, but it wasn't. It was a red, so not gonna be dealing with that anytime soon. And just level up so that we have some survivability. Have some decent strength and hit points in particular. Of course, more magic take for healing and hurts and sleeps along the way between towns. With the amount of caves that I've seen so far on Continent 1, that tells me that there's a pretty good chance that we have a flutable town on second continent, which will make the endgame routing potentially faster. Starting to rely on the crits now to get through these fights. We're at a good enough crit rate and enough HP buffer for that to happen. I also still have sleep in my back pocket in case a fight goes sideways. Ooh, they have heal more. How about that? Now I will sleep this puppy. Crit right through it. 2175 experience is needed for level 11. So we're another 1 or 2 fights away. We don't learn any spells at level 11. So one more decent enemy after this Wraith. Specifically another Wraith or a Wyvern. Not you. Not you either. Thank you for running me. Wolf is fine. Wolf will get us there. $11. 9 power. 9, 3, 10, 4. At least want more agility, but otherwise that was not a bad level. It seems I won't be repelling the wraiths, so... Oh, I don't have repel. We're not at level 15 yet! We ain't repelling jack. You know, I do have half-plate money. Let's make use of that. So I think in most circumstances, the hand axe is okay enough unless I get more money from gold chests that we need keys to access. But for now, half plate feels like the purchase. I have enough gold where I can also spend on herbs, so I'll herb up while I'm here and have the money. Six herbs. We've already got a dragon scale. Alright. Half plate. That's likely all the gear that we'll ever buy from here. Like, could get full plate at some point, but that seems not the best bang for the buck. Now it's time to go back east. I would have been free to run from. This guy is not free to run from. Now I think I have enough strength and hit points to crit this guy down. Could be a long fight though. But at the same time, I can run at any point. If I change my mind, I can run at any point. There's one crit already. We've dealt like about 60 damage. You can use the herbs just to be super safe. Herbs do a little bit more healing than the heal spell. See, for something like that, I didn't want to be in the 40s and then have them hit me and then be down to like 2 hit points. Because even now with an herb, I might have to herb twice. Get to a reasonable, survivable. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Got too greedy. Got too greedy. A little bit more sleep cooperation and another crit or two would have made that happen, but high risk, high reward. Doesn't fill the objective of what we're trying to do on this walk, which is get to the town that's in the harp location. See if I can crit this fella. Not. Okay, you're just not cooperating. Yeah. Yep. If it had an ambush, I would have been okay. I think I'm at the point where I need to start to be okay with running from stuff. So I have enough of an experience buffer that I shouldn't drop the level unless I run from ridiculous stuff multiple times. Without fighting anything else. If in the seed I get early Cantlin or early Brecconary, I might invest in Fairy Waters if it makes sense gold-wise. It's not having Repel until 15 can be annoying. Okay, we're just gonna flute you and run. Ooh. Probably best to just run in a situation like that. To throw the sleeps to save 10 to 15, like 15 experience that we just picked up by Scorpion. I need to be better, like, earlier in the game, I don't want to run from stuff, but at this stage of the game, it's acceptable to run. I'm telling this myself tomorrow. I haven't played a seed of this. I did the one weekly race on a Wednesday. That was a brutal seed. Brutal start. Other than that, I haven't practiced this since development in December. Hey, wake up. You. Oh, it's Brecconary. Not the town I really wanted to see. I don't think I'm gonna stay at the inn here, because I think fluting to Cole in the vanilla Brecconary location will serve just as fine as fluting out here if we need these caves. I'd rather keep Brecconary out of Warp Whistle rotation. I'd rather fill up on Fairy Waters. No, there's nothing good in the weapon shop. You know, I guess I can walk out of here and see if I can check what those caves are. Really? 2 sleeps fail, a stop spell fails. Okay, we're going south. We're going south. That was terrible. Very uncooperative. So this was Brecconary. Funny crit dodge. You can see what this cave is in mountain location. Or not. Oh, that's good, neighbor. Yeah. Oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted just because some of these fights have not gone well. I'm a little desperate for experience. Feels like a high-risk, high-reward fight is on the agenda. Stayed asleep for 4 turns, then woke up. Yeah, this is the practice I'm getting out of the way. Haven't played this as well as I feel I should have. Ugh. Okay, it's... Yeah, I've dealt like 40 or so damage. Get good sleep luck, we can take him down. Okay, we're done. We're done with the golem. Rainbow drop traded. Okay, so at least the 2 trading caves are close to home. Alright, so now we're down to checking Hawksnest or Cantland. I'll tell you what though, if Swamp Cave is one of the caves that I have not checked over into the east, that's going to be definitely an exploration failure. If we go all the way down here to Cantland and it's nothing good, let's say it's Garanham, which we can't get into without keys. That would be a problem. At least we know we're not missing out on Hawksness armor being under the red dragon. I don't know when to try for that. This is presenting some interesting scenarios. Depending on where Cantland. Gold grind is on the table for Flame Sword and Silver Shield. Nothing else to help get past the red dragon. Okay, well we've got keys now. So that's one piece of the puzzle solved. Five. I might regret setting this as a return point. So made it to the vanilla Hawksnest location, it's Rimuldar, so we have keys now. On to the dreaded Cantland location. Don't have any information on either Swamp Cave or coordinates, because we haven't seen Cantland, and I have not gone into Swamp Cave. Just getting put to sleep by the Stone Man. And that's why I put the return point at Rimuldar, so we can flute right back there. Oh, no, no, no. It's the other way around. We get to guillotine the NPCs that get in our way. If you talk to one of the moving NPCs in the game, it'll go away. So the annoying guard in the Tantegel Treasury, or the clowns behind Garenham, or the blue-haired lady in Rimalder, make them go away. They do respawn once you re-enter the town. But at least you can't get stuck. Magic Wyverns are good. Crit, crit! Okay, we're pretty close to level 12. Next decent enemy that we defeat will be level 12. Scorpion's a decent enemy. I'll stop spell it just so it can't put us to sleep and be annoying. And down it goes. Level 12. Now we get outside, so now Diving Grave is on the table, and even poking into Mountain Cave once we find it. Getting Fighter's Ring and Death Necklace. This could be a Death Necklace seed. Feels like strength has been slow and hit points have been okay as far as stat gains. Oh, a crit dodge on a rogue scorpion? Ugh. He might kill us here. Oh, we woke up. Maximum MP is pretty good. Oh, come on. Maybe the game is saying, don't go to the Cantlin location. Maybe it's saying go west. You know what? I have keys, and I haven't, checked back here. So let's do this. Stock up on keys. Two of them. Back at 4 keys. See what's underneath here. If it's grave, I'll dive it for the harp. Swamp Cave. The Crit Dodge King, the Demon Knight. Oh, we landed that one. Cool. Two crits, 0 dodges. And now the Swamp Spike. Axe Knight. Okay. So nothing we can reliably grind at the moment. Oh, Demon Knights have stop spell? I have excellent moves. Ambush, slept, wrecked by a green dragon floating around in Swamp Cave. We're going right back there. Since this backs into Garenham, that we have a gold grind with the 3 chests behind Garenham. If anything, I want to see what's on Second Continent, which will help me deduce what is in Cantlin location, potentially. Hi, Metal Slime. Nice crit on the Metal Slime. Nice crit on the Green Dragon. What I really should do is stop spell. Sleep. There we go. There we go. He slept, he stop spelled. Rendered incapable of doing anything to me. Besides getting excellent moved to people. Okay, it doesn't pop out into the back of Garenham. Or Demon Knights. I've not had a crit dodge on a Demon Knight. Happy about that. Heal on the nut. Swing through it here. Crit through it there. Okay, it's a town. I think we're down to Garenham or Cantlin. Cantlin. So we'll get coordinate information. I don't know if I want to set my return point here. I want to know where the token is going to be. So we'll pop up our vanilla map coordinate resource. Antagel is at Garenham. Coordinates are 3 south, 18 east. Okay, very close to home. But we don't need to deal with that right away. We want to see what is at the Swamp South location. And then if it's a cave, then I come back here and establish the flute return point, Cantlin. If it's Garenham, then I'll establish that as the return point. Ambushed by the wizard, but I should be able to take it down now. Ooh. Ooh. And we run. We want to see what's over here. This is an important point of exploration to not die. We need to see what this Swamp South location is. least get eyes on it and see if it's a town or a cave. It's a cave. So Garenham is Cantlin. Question is, what else is underneath Garenham? If it's tablet, it's not required. If it's mountain, it's probably not required. This is tablet. So now, let's go back to Cantlin, establish that as the save point. Tablet, south, north. Routing is so interesting in vanilla map, especially with the warp whistle. Okay. So at least one of the caves over on the east portion of First Continent is going to be required. We're down to Stones, Mountain, and Grave. Stones and Grave are required. Oh, yeah. Casual double crit on the golem. Triple crit on the golem. That's what we wanted. Yeah. It did roll down to 261, but that's fine. 17,319. Okay, so that is a good amount of power. We also get the return spell in case we want to go straight back to Tantagel, not mess around with the warp whistle. So neighbor, with the flag set that's on with week 3, above my head here, vanilla searches and chests is on, so we know what is in those locations. Mountain is not going to be required unless we really want Fighter's Ring and Death Neck. Yeah, it's got Death Necklace, which may or may not be required depending on how much strength and HP gains we get in the next couple of levels. Don't need this gold, man. We've got broadsword and large shield, so that should be all of the gear that we plan on buying, unless I go for a gold grind. Maybe I try to gold grind out of Grave, so I can warp whistle straight back to Cantlin. Ugh, no crits on the Stonemen. These Stonemen could be trouble in Charlock. Barely made it out of that fight. Yeah, I think I will gold grind out of Grave if the enemies cooperate. Which they should without Erdrick's armor. Okay, here's Grave. You know what? We don't want to do this just yet. Because if the other cave to the north is Stone's Cave. We want to do that first. Because if we gold grind out of Grave, I'm gonna die and not come back here. Aha! And there it is. That was the smart move, and then we've deduced that Mountain is under Garenham. Lovely crit dodge. So all of the locations have been scouted. We know where everything is now. Now to question, taking the best fights and taking the best routing. Get the things that we need, and then to grind up to at least level 17, because with vanilla spell learning, you know we need at least level 17. Heal more. Straight to Grave 5. And I think at this point we just assume that we're never going to see Mountain Cave. Even if the stats call for Death Necklace, I'll just grind another level. I'll figure it out. The diving grind in Charlock is a concern with the heavy sleep on the stone map. Where am I going? The normal routing. We're skipping chest 4, go straight to chest 5. Instincts, muscle memory. Gotta break some of that with Winter League. Oops. Okay, picking up the harp. Harp trade-in was right near home. And then, okay. I've got my routing. Oh, but I didn't do the gold grind. Okay, we can still do it. We can still do it. Still do it. We're gonna take the top 3 chests. This is where we don't go straight to the bottom out of Grave. Okay. Oh, perfect, there's golems in here. They will happily send me home. Hopefully not this one. We're gonna try to survive this one. And 3 crits in a row, maybe? Again? There's one. Very nice. That worked out. Now I intentionally take a death out of here to gold grind back at home. As soon as we get a golem. Oh, as soon as we get a golem. Where is the golem? No, he's in here. We're gonna get level 14 by the time we're done. There we go. Don't leave. Grinding gold. 3 chests from grave, 3 visible chests in the throne room. So the 3rd chest and beyond would be 3 keys. I think I will go for all 3 as well. Flame sword, magic armor, silver shield. There's magic armor in Cantlin, right? Bottom shop. We'll find out in a minute. I don't know where else magic armor would be. So we'll go up to the 33,000 gold. Then we'll flute to Cantlin. Curious if I'll be able to have some good chances on that red dragon. I feel like if we landed opening crit, that'll be the strategy. So maybe I forego. We're almost there. Just get magic armor. I don't think I needed to grind magic armor money. So we should be able to take the red dragon. Go. We could also pick up the token near home. Rainbow drop trade in, which is in Vanilla Mountain Cave. There. Armor. So the routing actually turned out favorable as far as not reaching Cantlin location. Load up on keys just because. Not having keys when I need them, even though I shouldn't need another key. Oh, we do need to cross over underneath home to get to Second Continent. Strength is low. Doubt I have room in inventory for many more fairy waters. Let's get Erdrick's armor. See how much these red dragons are worth. Oh! Red dragons have DL2 breath. This is not as easy of a fight. We need it to not breathe, and we need to land all the crits. There's the first one. There's no breath. It's okay. We will get this eventually. Actually, let's get the token before we forget. Now all we have to do is trade in the rainbow drop and figure out what we're grinding. I guess we could do a diving grind in Charlock and get the sword preemptively. That might not be a bad idea, especially with stone men with heavy sleep. And we could also go down to the bottom of Charlock and see what that spike enemy is. How close are we to 76? So we're not close at the moment to defense breaking green dragons or axe knights, but we get another level or two of good agility and we'll be there. Right now we are not repelling or defense breaking any Charlock enemies, even with the silver shield, but we're only at level 3. Ambush, so we're gonna run. Ambush, so we're gonna run. It's 2 ambush. Not nice. Of course, that's where he's using his swings and not his fire. Come on, crit. It worked! We got just enough. And now we got level 14. 2, 6, 10, 0. Okay. We need rainbow drop. We're only at 97 max HP, so both strength and HP are low. So that means that Death Necklace is not a high probability of being required. No crits. Still to trade in the rainbow drop, that's fine. It's not fine, but it's not like we're losing gold that we're going to use on anything. Oh, I never did the harp trade. I didn't do the harp trade in. We have to do the harp trade in. Like, we can't just have the stuff. We have to trade in the harp for the Staff of Rain. There. So there's another blunder. Get that out of the way during practice. Working out all the practice bugs. Okay, we are definitely taking the golems here. Uncooperative golem. Gotta resist the temptation to frustration swing here. Have Silver Shield. Painfully long foot. There's the crate we were. Just took too long to get to the locations that I needed. This seed, it feels like. And I wasn't as patient as I could have been in sticking on the ground. Early in the game. With that zone to the south. I was smart to find that zone. But didn't have the discipline to stick with it consistently as I probably should have. Doesn't feel like this has been 90 minutes. Can fill back up on fairy waters and herbs. We're in Cantlin. I think a dive and grind for sword before trying to finish is going to be the answer. Actually, I should have just returned. Because we want to get to Tantajo. I know we don't want to get to Tantajo. We want to get to Cantlin. Not you. Don't want to get to. Okay, fill up on herbs. Preemptively fill up on fairy waters? I don't, well... Yeah. Because the walk from here to Charlock will have overworld enemies. Herbs. Don't learn Repel until 15, which... Oh, 1200 experience. Safe. Ah. Hey, let's see if we can grind some enemies in Charlock. Pick up Erdrick Sword on the way. Which will help whatever grind we do continue. Crit. Yeah, we've got a good crit rate going. 80... Oh, only 66? I thought her agility was higher than that. Why did I think I had like 70-some agility? losing my marbles! Crit on the last swing. Oh, you know what? No, I'm fine. I was thinking I never picked up Erdrick's arm. I totally picked up Erdrick. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's great. Totally under control. In a race, I would expect all 3 other players to have finished by now. I'm probably being too hard on myself, but this does not feel like it should have been an hour 35 at this point. We're only at level 14. The low strength and the bad grinds do contribute to it. Crit. We don't know if the Axe Knights rolled up on their experience reward or not. If it rolled up significantly, that could make grinding Axe Knights in Swamp Cave better than what we're trying. That is unknown. We're gonna need some sleep luck, this guy. Not cooperating so far. Okay. Second turn wake. First turn wake. Aye, aye, aye. Are we in here to grind golems, or are we in here to get the sword? We're done. Heal, heal, heal. Another golem. Come on, crit rate. Ugh. Sleep is cooperating on this one, but not crits. That was a frustration swing and it worked out. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a moment. Okay. Email responded to. On we go. See how the blue dragons cooperate. Getting close to level 15. As we progress, ooh, 227, they did roll up. As we progress on, I am feeling better about the goal grind. I think the goal grind definitely makes sense with what we're experiencing. It probably makes sense in a lot of week 3 seeds, if it works out to be at least halfway feasible. I feel like you've got to do it. Not getting the crits. It'd be about 25% crit rate, and that's like 2 full golem fights without any crits. But we get level 15. Oof. 0, 8, 13, 3 repel. That's not good for abandoning Mountain Cave. Got some HP, we got no strength. But on the other hand, it also justifies this early sword dive. Gosh. Gotta run, gotta run. Can't take the DL2 breath from those reds. So there's reds in zone 2, which is the zone in which Erdrick's sword is. Okay, opening crit. I'll go for it. I'll go for it. It worked. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. We've got no enemies over 260 experience in this scene. It's also slowing. Our agility 74. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely at greater than 25% crit rate. 7 over 28 is 25%. We're 74 over 256. Gotta run, gotta run. Okay, where are we? We're in zone 1 still. We're not even in zone 2. What am I talking about? We're in zone 1. So there's red dragons on the top floor. And we're almost out of MP already. Hey, that's a good crit. A good wake up. That's a low crit. Like, that's part of getting the sword is for increased crits. This swing should do it. Definitely does it. Now we're in a different zone without... There's a treasure chest where... Weird to see Charlock all lit up. Don't normally see that these days, except maybe in Stair Shuffle. Random chest locations. Trying to peek at some chests, okay. I think at this point I need to run from the golems and get sword. We're not jeopardizing purpose of why we're down here. Once we get the sword, then we can try to take some. This is going to be a 2-hour seed. And it definitely feels like it should not have been. Like with a Garanham start, this doesn't need to be a 2 hours. Alright. Got the sword. I think I just casually fight stuff. Trying to peek at the spike. Especially with blues worth 220 in here. And the golems. Hope to have good sleep and crit luck on the golems. Here we can find out about the Axe Knight. It rolled down. Okay, that works out well for me. That works out well because we did not grind the Axe Knights in Swamp Cave. So if the experience on the Axe Knights rolled up, that would be a problem. It rolled down, so bypassing the Axe Knight was a good call here. Across the straightaway into an Armor Knight. Oh, a crit dodge on an Armor Knight, are you kidding? We landed all the crits on the Demon Knights, but the Armor Knight gives us our crit dodge. That's fun. Star Wyvern of the Seed. We're now defense breaking and critting to Kingdom Come. 159! This bottom zone might not be bad. Blue dragons, and Star Wyvern. I'm curious what this Charlock spike is, if we make it. Fortunately, there's no sleeping stonemen in. course, I just jinxed it, and that's what the spike's gonna be. Let's see the spike. Terrible series of encounters. Oh gosh, it's a red dragon. Alright. See if we can get level 16 on this next shot. Just crit our way to pieces. Well, Armor Knight will get us there as well. So we'll get level 16 and then die and... Let's see what kind of stats we get before making a decision. 10 power, 17 hit points. I think we're taking a walk to Garenham. Although grinding the reds in Hawksness is much more reliable with that additional strength and hit points. Let's do that. Let's skip the walk to Garenham / Mountain Cave. Do it if we end up needing to. Hope that we don't. Hope we can get out of this slightly over 2 hours. Even without a crit. I'm gonna say we're nearly 3-shotting it. Not that time. So many. This is going fast. The other thought is we'll also get Fighter's Ring from Mountain Cave. You have to take that in consideration. It'd be 12 total additional attack power if we do Mountain Cave. $19, not a great start to the fight. He might die here. Got lucky, he didn't breathe fire. Gotta be 75%. Oh geez, we didn't 4-shot the red dragon. Yeah, that one did not cooperate. Oh, where am I going? Come on, crit. Same story. We'll 4-shot it this time, yeah. dealt enough damage. Heal, heal, heal. Hundreds of heals cast in this flag set. Heals coming at 3 and heal more coming at 17. About time we see a crit. We get a dodge and a breath. Let's reset the fight. Especially because I wasn't at full HP that time. Okay, this red dragon will get us level 17, which will give us heal more. And we'll see what kind of stats. Four, 2, 10, 1. So that's Death Necklace. But I'm gonna try to get another level on the way down, fighting Star Wyverns and Blues. And trying to mess with the golems. Although, if we're gonna do... Change the mind. Because of the routing of the flute, let's do it. We're close enough from having saved there in Rimuldar, which was a good idea. We're close enough here to just get it and be done. Then we can just run from everything that we want to run from in Charlock. Where am I going? So hopefully we defeat enough stuff so we don't de-level on the way down. Yeah, I shouldn't have repelled. We're gonna heal up and do the things in Cantlin anyways. So yeah, let's get our additional 12 attack power between the Fighter's Ring and the Death Necklace. Fight stuff along the way, get that XP cushion, and get closer to 18, I guess, but I'm looking more for the XP cushion to run from stuff in Charlock than to get another level. The point of coming in here and doing this is to not get another. Crit our way through the golem. Three crits on the golem. Very nice. Yeah, we might get the... we might be at the point of getting the next level. I'm gonna try to avoid it, though. Just so that we don't have the time of, level up stats, but we'll be at 1,000 experience buffer from de-leveling. That's running from like 20 major enemies in Charlock. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think Cantlin is the next return point. Yep, okay. Stock up on herbs. Stay at the inn, not gonna bother with fairy waters. Repel for the walk on A. This will be between 205 and 210. Depending on how the Charlock encounters cooperate. Don't know if it would have been faster to just get another level on the reds, but I think it matters. That's not the reason why this is a 2-hour seed. What it boils down to. We're splitting hairs on a decision like that. A lot more blundering and fumbling around. That. Feels like the early sword dive. Justified though, because the spikes grinds were so terrible. We even with Erdrick's sword, we did die once or twice to the reds. Imagine if we were still swinging aim instead of Erdrick's. I think that's the first Drakey of the seed. First Drakey of the seed. Okay, let's see how this Charlock dive goes. We're gonna run from a lot of junk, swing on a few things, namely the blues and the star wyverns, and watch that we don't de-level on our experience. But we should totally be fine. We know there's a red dragon with DL2 breath on the spike. Might lose resources there, but if everything else goes well, we shouldn't. Because of the guaranteed runs, we should be fine. It's a lot of golems, though. It's a lot of golems. 5 or 6 golems we just encountered. Red with an ambush DL2. Take one blue dragon just to be safe. Our experience. Sure we don't fall below 49 hit points. Here, we're throwing fairy waters here so that we're repelling weaker enemies. This is a good kind of experiment to see how much experience we lose running from all this stuff to get a feel for what kind of XP buffer I might want going into a Charlock dive. I don't think anything more than a couple of hundred is necessary. 500 to be safe. 1,000 is excessive. From what I'm feeling so far. Down the U. You can always fight the weak stuff. If cross the straightaway, like we've lost 300 to 400 experience so far, and that was a lot of golems and red dragons that we had to run. Ah, I didn't want to swing, but I did. Have to remember that 1/8 of their XP rewards, generally not a lot. 1/8 of an enemy that drops 160 experience, just as a for instance, that's only a 20 experience loss. At this stage of the game, that's negligible. Ooh, I'm not at full resources. I walked into this not paying attention, so we might lose a heal more. We're gonna lose a heal more because I don't trust this guy. I don't trust my crits. Yep, would have died. That swing was a little bit risky because they do have the chance to dodge, but all worked out. Okay, that was probably about as bad of a Charlock dive as I could have expected given the circumstance. There was a lot of golems and reds. And we get ambushed by DL1. Death Necklace goes on. Shouldn't really have to play the herb game, but I will. Yeah, with 46, I'm gonna. Okay, 55, we're good, we're good, we're safe. All is well, it worked out. Playing the herb game was the answer. That was not the DL1 fight I was hoping for. We should be fine. Barring a miss menu. 13. 22. His hit point range is between 150 and 165. 34. 50. 63. No way we're swinging on 7. 79. Catch a 9er in there. Where you call talkie? No, it was a cordless. 91. 107. 20. 128. This is a little sketchier than I would have hoped. 138. We'll be fine. Yeah, it's closer than I expected. 152. Not guaranteed, so we have to heal. 66 covers the range. We would have gotten it. That's okay. No heal more to spare. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we do not play week 3, apparently. That should not have been a 2-hour, 6-minute seed. I think most of the inefficiencies was in the beginning and the middle. It was a tougher seed. It was a bit of a longer seed, so that's Certainly would have been sub-hour. I don't feel. But yeah, 'cause we didn't have any good grinds. That was probably the biggest barrier in this seed, is that the Hawksmith Spike was a red dragon with DL2 breath, and the Swamp Spike was an X Knight that rolled down on experience. The red dragon had not had DL2 breath, definitely would have called for more taking chances on it and trying to farm crits at some point. We'll let the credits roll and we'll find a raid target. My race is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully worked out the bugs here today. Yeah. They're gonna be wrapping up soon. Bum bum bum. See how many heals we cast. Well, Jenny Beans is still going. We'll raid out to Jenny Beans after we see how many heals we cast. Red dragons defeated. 184 heals. almost hit 200. Almost hit 200. 6,606 steps, even with that warp whistle. Ow. Alright, thanks for hanging out, guys. Good luck to everyone who's still out there with their races and in Winter League. Is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.